Okay, so let's talk about eggs. So we know that eggs have complete protein, which essentially means that they all have all essential amino acids. Eggs have all types of different vitamins and minerals. For example, it has vitamin A, which helps the heart, lungs, kidneys, all those organs, and also has vitamin D, which coincides with calcium to help build stronger bones. But the thing that we're really going to look into is vitamin B. Now, there's vitamin B1, 2, and 3 in eggs. Vitamin B1 helps turns carbs into useful products needed by the body. B2 helps turn carbs into ATP, and B3 lowers cholesterol. So, why is turning carbs into products or ATP important? Well, let's focus on vitamin B2, which is turning carbs into ATP. ATP is your essential energy for your body. Your cells need ATP in order to function. Therefore, carbs being the fast acting energy source, you could say, it is very important for vitamin B2 to be in your body. In terms of bodybuilding, vitamin B2 is your caffeine in your pre workout. I'm going to be talking about supplements later on, but if you were to do no supplementation, especially for caffeine, because I know I need my caffeine on Monday afternoons for my push days, vitamin B2 and mixed with a lot of carbs will get you the same effects in a way, but more naturally. So let's talk about vitamin BC, which essentially lowers cholesterol. So inside of one large grade A egg, there's tons of different macros in it. There's fat, there's about 5 grams of fat, half a gram of carbs, and 6.5 grams of protein. Now, the protein is essentially everything around the yolk. The yolk is the fat and the carbs. The egg whites are the protein, and we'll get to that later. The thing we want to focus on is cholesterol. The yolk has 186 milligrams of cholesterol. So it's recommended that you consume 300 milligrams of cholesterol a day, and that's already almost two-thirds of your daily goal. And I wouldn't really consider it a goal. I would consider it a limit because cholesterol, as we know, causes heart disease and all that stuff. So what do you do to counter this? I like to add one egg in my diet to get all those natural fats and all those different vitamins, plus 4 eggs worth of egg whites, which is around 186 grams of egg whites, to get all that protein. 46 grams of egg whites is equivalent to about 5 grams of protein. So in my daily meal, I have around 5 grams of fat and 26 grams of protein, which is definitely a great way to start off your day. Plus, you have all those vitamins and minerals that come with it. So, an ongoing question in the bodybuilding community is sugar good or bad for you? Now, let's start with the benefits. For me, a 15-year-old pursuing bodybuilding, I need loads of calories in order to bulk up. 2,500 might be suitable for a regular adult, but for me, I think I need around 4,000 in order to see changes in my body. The reason why I say that is because 1 gram of sugar is equal to 4 calories. Now, that's why you see sugar underneath carbs because carbs also have 4 calories per gram. So, in a way, sugar may be helpful bulking up, but you should do it in moderation. So, let's talk about disadvantages. Sugar can cause heart disease, diabetes, etc., because your blood has sugar levels in it, and if it reaches to a certain point, then you may be risking your body for these certain diseases. Also, sugar causes rapid digestion, which leads to storing of excess body fat. Now, especially during our cutting season, we want to eliminate sugar because we do not want to pack on any more body fat, especially because we're trying to lose all that body fat. So, conclusion, it all depends what season you're in. If you're bulking, okay, but do it in moderation. Don't put sugar all over your strawberries, and especially But if you're cutting, you really want to stay away from sugar because you're just going to be packing on all that excess body fat because those 4 calories will go straight into fat. So another controversial topic is dairy. So I use dairy in my mornings with cheese for my scrambled eggs or right after my workout for my protein shake. There's speculation about how consuming dairy will give you less of a pump. Personally, I've never experienced less of a pump by consuming dairy, and there's very, very little evidence and research on this topic. So I wouldn't consider that as a disadvantage, but dairy does have a lot of sugar. For example, I believe 1 cup of fat-free milk has around 16 grams of sugar, which is equivalent to about 64 calories. So those 64 calories out of those 150 in that 1 cup. So what's the rest? Well, milk has a lot of protein in it. You know all that protein powder you buy and how it says whey in the front of it? Well, whey is a form of protein that is very studied. Whey is essentially milk, but whey is extracted out of the milk in order to be put into protein powder form. So dairy does have a lot of benefits when it comes to minerals and vitamins. For example, it has vitamin D and calcium, which work together to give you stronger bones. And especially if you're packing on a lot of muscle mass, your bones are going to need to be a lot stronger than they currently are if you are starting as a bodybuilder, because the more and more weight you put on by bulking or whatever, there's going to be more stress in your bones, which could cause more injury. And especially if you're lifting heavy, you don't want your bones to break or whatever and have permanent damage. Therefore, consuming dairy or having vitamin D or calcium pills may be worth the extra couple of dollars. So creatine is probably the most common supplement a teenager or adult can take. You'll see it everywhere. Everyone's talking about it, everyone's researching it. It's crazy. Creatine is probably one of the most researched supplements out there. So what do we know about creatine? Well, we know creatine is totally natural. Your body produces it. It doubles to triples your hypertrophy. It also increases workout performance and it produces more ATP. Like I said earlier, ATP is a common energy your body uses. So that also helps with workout performance. So my personal experience with creatine, I wouldn't really say it helps me with bigger muscles, making it look more full. I haven't really noticed that to an extent. Maybe I have. Maybe it's not really just hard work. Maybe it's the creatine just in me. I really do notice the increase of strength and workout performance. I do notice that, and without creatine, I do feel like I could lift a little bit less. So I do totally recommend taking creatine in your during your workout. So the next supplement is branched-chain amino acids. So protein is all amino acids. Well, branched-chain amino acids is not protein, but it's what your muscles need for protein synthesis. So going down to that topic, it stimulates protein synthesis. It decreases muscle soreness after a workout, and it reduces exercise fatigue. So those two are huge, and I've noticed those incredibly. I will not get sore the day of the workout nor the day after. I'll get sore the day after. So 2 days after I work out, that's when I start to get sore, and that's because of the branched-chain amino acids. Essentially, protein synthesis happens earlier, and this will help your muscles grow and recover faster, although you'll start feeling that lactic acid build up later on when the branched-chain amino acids wear off. I really like branched-chain amino acids because they really help with muscle fatigue and soreness. Also, BCAAs are totally natural, almost like even more natural than creatine. In the clip I showed you earlier of me weighing my chicken, 3.5 ounces of chicken is equal to 5.9 grams of BCAAs. I take around 5 grams of BCAAs during my workout, so 3.5 grams of chicken, that's nothing, and you'll get all those BCAAs. So if you really don't want to take a supplement, then that is totally fine, and it is a cheap alternative to buy supplements because they do cost a little bit. Anyways, the last one, in my opinion, is the most important, and I can see it totally activating, and that's caffeine. I take around 175 milligrams of caffeine every week. So I do on Mondays because it's a Monday and nobody likes Mondays. I totally notice a difference on by Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I'm only working out for like an hour and a half, not going until 5 o'clock when the gym closes. But on Monday when I take it, I can just go the whole time, not getting sore, fatigued. I always have that drive to keep on going. I go through my whole playlist. And when you finish, it's the most satisfying thing in the world. And I totally recommend taking caffeine, but you do not want to take it too much to the point that your body will get used to it and you're going to have to take more and more. Personally, I have the Optimum Nutrition Gold Standard pre-workout with watermelon flavored. Um, I believe it comes with a little bit of creatine and beta-alanine. I recommend the Ghost Pump product for that. If you really want to look aesthetically pleasing, if you're doing it before a show or just trying to be a total douche and working out with it in the gym, I would totally do it. So finish off this video, I would say my favorite companies are Optimum Nutrition for protein, and then I used to use My Protein US, or if you're in the UK, it'll be UK, um, for my creatine, branched chain amino acids, and L-glutamine. But I'm really considering changing to Ghost products by that sponsors Christian Guzman, Max Tuning, all those people. I'm at the taste. My protein, the taste isn't the best, nor I would say the most developed in a way you could say. So my top three would probably be Optimum Nutrition, Ghost products, and My Protein. Anyways, to end off this video, here are the macros, micros, and the calorie total. So I have 2,955, which is really damn close to 3,000 calories. We have 318 grams of carbs, 65 grams of fat, and 265 grams of protein. If you look at the micronutrients, you can see that we are a little bit above the recommended 300 milligrams of cholesterol and sodium and potassium. Now, this is very hard not to go over the limit. You obviously could take away an egg and only do egg whites, and that'll put you below the goal for sodium. You don't have to use all that pink salt I was showing you earlier. But then with the vitamins, vitamin C, calcium, and iron, we are way over that, so that's great. And that's going to be wrapping up the video. I hope y'all learned something and it's going to take away something from this. Peace.